Well, good Wednesday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Dana Melancon with you on Southeast Texas Express. We're broadcasting to you from our weather studio, which is here at the Wellness Center building on the 5th floor, and we're right next door to Christus St. Elizabeth Hospital. And we have some cool views. Obviously, every morning we give you the three views that sort of span the circumference or I guess radius of where we are here. And westward from our view, we've got East Tex Freeway. No problems here, but overcast extremely. And on our hospital tower camera, we'll see the same with mostly cloudy skies and still fairly quiet as far as Southeast Texas is concerned. And my favorite is the helipad. It's my favorite whenever we do get to see the airship in motion, and maybe we'll see them take off before the broadcast is over. Currently, though, we are looking at some warm temperatures. Let me back off so I can get our graphics started properly. We're obviously looking at overcast skies. We're still looking at temperatures hovering right around 72 degrees and really not calling for rain in as far as today is concerned. And let me show you where we're at here. There we go. 72, we're looking at 86% on our barometric pressure. Not much in the form of wind as opposed to what we saw, a week ago? East-northeast winds at 2 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy for the better part of the day. And again, we're going to be hitting right around 82 degrees. We'll start tomorrow morning off low 70s, upper 60s in most spots. And another mostly cloudy to partly cloudy day in store for Thursday. We do have rain chances. They'll start up Friday. And that's mainly in the evening, and then Saturday, mainly in the morning. And we'll show you the culprit that's providing that. But I say culprit, but again, most areas do still need some pretty good rainfall, even though we're above our total as far as the rain table is concerned. Here's our regional satellite, and again, frontal system that's pretty much making its way now through New Orleans. We've got another boundary that'll be pushing through later on in the week. That'll provide us with clouds and an opportunity for showers as it approaches. Nothing on an X-rad Doppler radar here as far as our extreme area. You can see behind me, still dealing with some rain. Opelousas, Jennings, Lafayette actually, not so much. Well, Jennings is too. That's a second little round of showers. We've got a few small batches of rain between DeRidder and Oakdale. And you can see some lightning strikes just outside of Abbeville going on at this point. And by the way, our radar provided by Sam Trevino and the gang at Roofing 911. Here's our current conditions across the area now, minus the thunderstorms, obviously. We're looking at 72 here in Beaumont, Port Arthur at the Jack Brooks Airport, 75, 73 in Orange, Jasper, 71. They're not lagging far behind now. And even at Conroe, 71, Houston, 75, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Galveston Island checking in this morning at 76 degrees. The big concern, or I say the big concern, I guess it's not so much, is now Hurricane Raphael. And when you first look at the the cone of error as far as what the National Hurricane Center has put out, Hurricane Raphael looks extremely extremely threatening to all areas along the Texas Gulf Coast. You see, it crosses as a major Category 3 storm later today across Cuba. Thursday, early morning, tomorrow morning, still a Category 2 hurricane, and even into Friday, a Category 2 hurricane, and maybe even a Category 1 into Saturday. But Saturday, things start to threaten not only threaten the strengthening, but the mere existence of Hurricane Raphael at that point in the form of wind shear, and a lot of it. And again, at this point, it does look like, well, and now I've got the spaghetti models on there for you. These are the current coordinates, in case you are still tracking it coordinate-wise. 21 north and 81.9 west. 110 mile per hour winds. It's a very strong, almost Category 3 storm now. Category 2 hurricane. But again, you can see what the models do as of Friday and into Saturday. And I mean, the storm, it sort of indicates that the storm dissipates, and that it does. Because when you look at that cone of error has it making landfall in some spots. And again, it's not one of those things that you want to take your guard down at all. But with everything playing out, and especially the way the models are, we are figuring that this storm is not going to be able to make it out of the central Gulf of Mexico, pretty much fizzle out, and they don't do that very often. So I guess that would be the concern with most people. When you see a Category 3 hurricane in the middle of the Gulf, you know you're taking into consideration that it is going to make landfall. Looks like it's going to dissipate into the Gulf of Mexico, and obviously we'll be here tracking the storm for you on Facebook, on YouTube, and on our Roku weather channel if you're streaming your broadcast in your home on Roku. So this is the way the continental U.S. is laying out on our Wednesday. Just after 10 o'clock, we've got that one existing front that really is in the form of a cold front, and it is colder air, obviously, well north, but stationary. I say stationary. It's still in progression, but not a lot of temperature difference behind and on the leading edge of this front. Although there is a little bit, but we can see another front that'll come into play, and probably one of the aspects that'll help diffuse Raphael during the course of the weekend. Let's give you a little closer view on how the things are taking shape as far as temperature-wise. And again, we can see that frontal system. And yeah, we do have some low 80s here ahead of the front Lafayette. New Orleans at 81. Behind the front, low 70s. And then even further west of us, obviously, this morning, low 60s. Stephenville, Dallas in the low 60s, upper 50s. And San Antonio checks in at 64. That frontal system that's currently stationary will actually start retrograding onto our area as a warm front. And again, keeping those overcast or mostly cloudy skies in store. We've got that second front that'll come into play as well and try to impede on that initial front. This front will pretty much dissipate in time for the second front to give us rain chances. Hey, that second front, this front right here that we're talking about is bringing snow in some areas. You can see Albuquerque, some areas, Colorado, Wyoming at this point because of the extreme colder air that's working its way behind that front. Now, yesterday we peaked at 85 here in southeast Texas, low of 71. Our watershed, we did receive a 100th of an inch of rain at the Jack Brooks Airport, puts us 7.59 inches above where we're supposed to be. However, we're still in need of moisture in most areas, hence the burn ban in some of the areas north of I-10 and really need to take heed with that. Today, or at the Sabine Pass at the jetty, 2 high tides, 2 low tides, all taken again at the jetty, with our final low at 11:19 p.m. Sun was up as of 6:33. Sun is setting as of 5:29. Here is our forecast today, brought to you by Wave Solutions. Today, we're keeping rain chances in. Actually, rain chances are not in. This is not an accurate graphic. And when you exit out of that 70% coverage of showers that we saw yesterday. Today, really looking at a nice day. We're talking about temperatures hovering around the lower 80s, still mostly cloudy, and that'll hold through into our Thursday as well. Friday and Saturday highs in the lower 80s. A couple of things I want to remind you on real quick, and one is here at Southeast Texas Express, our digital radio station. So if you're watching on your cell phone, or if you've already downloaded the app, which if you haven't, you need to. Get on your cell phone, download Southeast Texas Express, because you can listen to the Lumberton Raiders, where this weekend, their final game, unless they make it into the playoffs, they'll be taking on LCM Bears. They're traveling to Little Cypress, Mauriceville. Pregame at 7 o'clock on our station at Southeast Texas Express, and the kickoff's at 7:30. Todd Trimmy and Stavin, probably Todd and myself, this go around. That'll give you a little pregame show at 7 o'clock, and again, 7:30 kickoff. We encourage you to tune in. There's your scan codes in case you'd like to snap a picture of it real quick and download the radio station app if you hadn't done so. You can also take a look at our Roku weather channel on that same app, and we've got an additional station that we've started. It's called Classic Country Express, and we are loving every minute of that, and it's growing by leaps and bounds. It gives you a good feel of all that the country musics that they don't play on the current country station. So check it out. Southeast Texas Express and now Classic Country Express, all on that one app. We do want to remind you of the big fish dinners that are going to be taken again this Friday, offered by the Knights of Columbus in Lumberton. From 4:30 until 6 o'clock, curbside at Dollar Hall. That's right next to Infant Jesus Church in Lumberton. Take advantage of that. Here's all your info. You can call in orders to go, and if it's a large enough order, I believe they'll even deliver it. Just give Infant Jesus Catholic Church a call, and you'll get more information on that. And we want to remind you about the Mighty Raider Musical Market that's going to be going on at Lumberton High School. It's on November the 16th in the cafeteria or the Commons area at the high school. Come and take advantage of some pretty cool holiday shopping. We've got food trucks there, raffles for you to win stuff. Southeast Texas Express will be there playing the music for you as well. So we encourage you to be there for that. I'm going to try to get our stuff picked out here so we can say good morning to some folks in the event that that you're with us this morning. Yeah, and what I'm meaning by that is if you're on Facebook this morning, make sure that you log on and check out the comment section and let me know where you're watching the broadcast from and how the weather is unfolding for you there as well. And again, taking this opportunity to remind you to download Southeast Texas Express on your mobile phone. Like and follow the page on Facebook as well, Southeast Texas Express. We'd love to have you do that also. Again, meteorologist Dana Melancon on this Wednesday morning for you. Anything changes, we'll update you on Southeast Texas Express. And if we don't see you now, we'll certainly chat with you first thing tomorrow morning here at Southeast Texas Express.